Real excited about the single tenant net lease deals we're going for. We're looking into a lot of existing buildings that we can re-tenant or basically tear down and build new. That's real exciting, especially with how the market is right now. Construction costs being so high that it makes more sense to just re-tenant a building. So we got a lot of good stuff moving forward. We got a lot of good stuff in the pipeline. Not only me and Phil with the brokerage stuff, but everything we're doing at Hungary.
And I know you shared with Phil. I mean, just yesterday. And this is kind of the idea that we've been percolating on with like some of the struggling chains and all that stuff. He told you how we sat down and took some of the stuff that we had pulled off like Placer and realized, shoot, let's just start digging into this. How much better is it when you have a clear path?
Yeah, I mean, Placer, you can
get lost.
You're going to hear a lot about Placer when I'm talking to the audience, but
yeah, you can get lost in it.
It's really good. We do a monthly sit down with Sam, our guy over at Placer, and he explains a bunch of new stuff they give out every quarter. They seem to be putting something new out. But we can rank the tenants' sites based on traffic. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that when you're digging for something. You literally go to the bottom of the list, figure out what their worst store is, go track it down.
Yeah, and it just makes it easier to figure out what direction we're heading when we got a clear idea. And then we can just come check and make sure we're on the right track with Phil.
Yeah, he agreed. He thought we were doing good.
Yeah, no, I'm on that track for sure.
So is there, let me ask you guys, obviously, introducing our team to, our viewers, listeners, anyone that comes across this. Is there anything else that we need to cover that you think might be beneficial to anyone that's watching this or hearing this that you want them to know?
I think you should tell them about the fund.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
I think it's for the average small investor, anyone trying to get into commercial real estate, there's a myriad of barriers to entry. It's just very tough to get involved to a degree, as Armando mentioned, but it's really, really important that you ally yourselves with people that have developed those relationships, knowledge. If you try and do that by yourself, chances of success are really probably pretty slim, and most people will give up along the way. So
you can be chasing any type of deal and never get a deal done. Because you become a jack of all trades and a master of none.
And I another one of my favorite sayings is, you don't know what you don't know. Mm-hmm. And you can't possibly know that until you've experienced it. So if you leverage someone else's experience, you can cut down that path. You can avoid mistakes, which can be incredibly expensive, plus the loss of time and effort. So it's important, I think, to like we do with technology tools for the individual, to ally themselves with a group like us that can bring those tools and experience to you and let you benefit from that.
So to piggyback off what you're saying, we just put out a brand new article on the website called Unveiling the Riches, how to pick your perfect commercial investment. So if you come from the world that Armando first started in, if you followed, Cody Sperber, Carlos Reyes, any of those guys, which, by the way, they're all friends of ours. It's a little shameless plug. But if you come from that world and you've made money and you've seen some success in there, and you start to think about, I want to go to the next level and I want to start investing in commercial. We put that article together in the YouTube video to help you understand, like, there's 5 primary asset classes, but inside each asset class, there's you can dig into all sorts of different niches just within that world. So for example, we focus on retail, but we focus on pretty specific types of retail, like Armando just mentioned with our buy boxes. So if you're looking for any help on that, go check out that blog post, check out that YouTube video. If you're somebody that is like, I want to invest in commercial, but I've got a great career, I make, good money, regular steady salary income. What Brennan was talking about is our Clever Capital Fund, which again, Cody Sperber's one of our partners in Clever Capital Fund. This is a $50 million fund that is now open that we're raising capital for specific types of deals. So some of the deals that we do, as well as existing income add value retail opportunities. And so that's a great way to get involved in commercial real estate without having to worry about, I think Brittany, our investment director, likes to say toilets and tenants. You don't have to worry about like the day-to-day management stuff. And so we're actually going to do one of the future episodes. I'm going to have Bryant and Brittany on here. We're going to talk specifically about the Clever Capital Fund, but you can find all that kind of information over on our website, which is hungry-inc.com. If you're not watching this on there, if you found us on one of our social platforms or on one of the podcast feeds, that's where you can find that information. You can learn more about my partner Phil here, Brennan. Like I said, our two dirt dogs, retail is the best tale in our mind. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, want to catch the entire episode of this Rents Due podcast, click right here. If you're loving the Rents Due podcast and you want to see more episodes, click right here. And as always, stay hungry, my friends.